I've created a very dumb bot that only knows how to do one thing: mash ridiculously fast. Its name? Mashroom. And today I've invited Mashroom's 3 cousins, Mashette, Mashu, and Mashly, to see what happens when everyone only mashes in Mario Party Jamboree. So let's hop right in and see what these bots are capable of. Yep, that looks pretty fast to me. Okay, let's see the results. Okay, we'll just speed this up a little bit. Should be stopping any second now. All right, the first game goes to Mashroom. Oh yeah! One thing to note, these bots won't just be mashing the A button in this video, they'll also be mashing the left stick around the entire time as well. Which didn't work out for Mashroom this time. They look absolutely terrified, and honestly, who can blame them in a situation like this? Oh, there go Mashu and Mashly. All right, stamp out. This one should be interesting. Mashu immediately headed to the corner. Looks like he's trying to escape. Anyways, Mashly and Mashette appear to be in an intense battle over the middle of the page. Oh, okay, Mashu wants to join in now. And wow, he's just completely erasing all of Mashly's progress. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a win for Mashu. Let's see if Mashly can get revenge in light wave battle. Wow, okay. She cannot. Oh yeah! How about we give all of our eyes a break after that one with Big Top Quiz. Now, even though they're all buzzing around like flies over there, I doubt anyone will be able to actually select an answer. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it still has to be the correct answer to receive points. All right, MASHED is insane. Fun fact, did you know that Mashroom and his cousins are all professional basketball players? They're not really the best teammates though, because they all like to shoot the ball immediately as soon as they get it. But it looks like Mashu Jordan over here came to play. Here's another fun fact about the Mashroom family. They all have a crippling fear of sandwiches. And what better way to conquer your fear than to avoid being squished by them? And this one goes to Mashroom. So Mashly's still at 0 points. Let's see if she can get on the board here. Mashu, come on, man. She's having a hard enough time. Okay, well, I gotta admit, that was actually a pretty good strat. I don't know how you would ever find yourself in a situation like this, but I think the most important thing you can do here is just stay calm. Oh, hey, Mashly won. Let's settle things down with Granite Getaway. Sounds like some kind of vacation or something. Oh, okay, nope, it's a giant boulder. All right, I know you guys have been through a lot, so let's just go for a nice swim. Just whatever you do, don't look beneath you. Mashly, no! Now for this one, don't be over ambitious like your other cousin up here. You don't have to get that close to the edge. I mean, a little closer would have been better, but that looks like a dominant victory for Mashette. Okay, let's find out which cousin is the best photographer. Just take your time, line up your shot, and okay. Hold on. What's that over there? Oh, wait, that's me on my brand new FlexiSpot chair. Thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. You know that feeling when you're sitting at your desk for hours watching dumb bots mash really fast in Mario Party, but your chair is so old and uncomfortable it gives you the worst gamer hunch known to man? Well, with FlexiSpot's C7 Max, you no longer need to worry about that. It is by far the most comfortable chair I've ever owned, and it's super adjustable to adapt to any body shape or size. And if you don't have a bed, the FlexiSpot C7 Max has got you covered. So if you're interested in upgrading your chair, FlexiSpot is offering a 30-day return policy for a risk-free trial and a 10-year warranty with direct replacement for damaged parts. And if you use my code C750, you'll get $50 off your chair. They've also got other models, so be sure to check out the link in my description to see which chair is the best fit for you. All right, let's get back to mashing. Now, the goal of this one is to collect as many flags as possible. Or, run around like a chicken with its head cut off for 3 minutes straight. That works too. Yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be a tie. Unless... Now, in order to make it over the lava here, you guys need to choose an option that no one else selects. Oh, right. That's not as much of a problem in Thwomp the Difference, though. I mean, they do still need to, guess the right answer, but whenever they do, whoever has the most blind confidence will win. And it looks like that's Mashley. Here's a question for you all. If you suddenly found yourself trapped inside of a giant ice skate, what would you do? Apparently the Mushroom family's answer is to panic and desperately try to escape the rink at all costs. But yeah, it looks like Mushroom collected the most coins. Oh yeah! How about we head into nature for a little bit? You guys like trees, right? Oh, okay, I guess not. I don't think they know that they're supposed to be collecting coins right now. Mashu seems more focused on knocking his cousins off the trees. Good job, Mashette. I'm starting to understand why they're always running around in fear all the time. A lot of these mini games are just absolutely psychotic. Like, let's just throw them into a pit with a bunch of ants with spikes on their heads. What's the worst that could happen? But I believe in you guys. I know you're thousands of feet up in the sky right now, but I know you can handle this. Okay, well, in this one, all you have to do is match the key to the correct door. I know you're all gonna be very observant about which combinations have already been attempted and failed, right? Right? Oh, hey, good job, Mashley. On to the Jamboree Buddy minigames now, starting with Mario's three-peat. Wait, that's not Mario? I guess Mashu's older brother just really wanted to play in this one. I gotta say, he is doing really well, but he is not part of this competition, so this one goes to Mashu and Mashroom. If there is a minigame about who can pick up and put down a painting the fastest, they would be absolutely killing it right now, but unfortunately, that is not the objective of this one. Over to Peach's day off, where I guess her day off involves watching Mashroom and his cousins drop her presents all over the place, fight over donuts, and pretend like they know what shapes are. But Mashroom didn't drop every present, so that's enough to win this one. All right, it's time for a bongo battle. Let's see who has the best rhythm. Whoa, okay. I think they're going so fast that it doesn't look like they're hitting the drums at all. Mashu and Mashley can't even see what's going on. Guys, I know this is a hard concept for you to grasp, but you actually need to slow down to get points here. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a tie. Oh, wait, never mind. Mashroom figured it out. Okay, so it's clear they're not the best musicians, but maybe pinball is more their speed. After a few minutes of some nice, relaxing ASMR, it looks like Mashroom is going to hold on for another win. Mashroom and his cousins are the type of people to answer A for every multiple choice question on a test and turn it in right away. Most of the time they won't be correct, but sometimes it works out. And Mashroom just so happened to be the quickest for the times A was actually the correct answer. Mashroom is on an absolute tear right now. Let's see if he can keep it up with Daisy's field day. Oh, wow. I guess Mashette and Mashley are tired of losing. I think they're a bit too focused on him though, because Mashy was able to pick up the most coins. Okay, so I know you guys are all trapped in a death pit, but try not to panic. Okay, maybe you can panic a little bit. I gotta say, with how often they're getting hit, I'm impressed with how resilient they've been. And with that, it looks like Mashette will be winning this. Unless someone can dodge this giant punching robot. Yep, okay. And that brings us to Yoshi's Mountain Race. I don't know if you can call this a race, though.
It's a tie.
Warning! A dangerous dragon eel has appeared. But don't worry, I've got my best people on the job. I may have forgotten to teach them how to use jet skis though. The key to winning here is to collect as many shells as you can and avoid the giant whirlpools. Unfortunately, I don't think MASHED got the memo for that second part. All right, so they weren't able to take out the dragon eel, but that was my bad because I believe they're actually more of a bee extermination squad. Okay, maybe not. You know what it was? It wasn't bees. It was actually giant moles. We may need to work a bit on that accuracy though. We've got a close one here between MASHED and Mashley, and oh, I think with that last hit, MASHED's gonna take this one. But how will they fare against Bowser? Okay, they are really taking their time lining up their shots here. Surely they'll start firing any second now. All right, nice try everyone. How about we settle things down now with a nice, relaxing pipe puzzle game? Oh wow, MASHED and Mashroom actually got it. The puzzle gets more complex each round though, so I doubt anyone else is gonna solve one. Okay, never mind. I guess Mashley is a professional engineer, and that'll be enough to win. All right, on to the 2v2 games now. We've got Mashroom and MASHED versus Mashu and Mashley. And wow, okay, they're mashing so hard that they're actually able to hold on to these rails. This is by far the most normal looking minigame we've gotten up to this point. I'm proud of you guys. Let's keep up that same energy here. Okay, I think this is a prime example of why we shouldn't automate human jobs. Looks like Mashu and Mashley randomly scatter their fruit around slightly better. Okay, so we're looking for a perfect 50-50 cut of the steak here. Okay, you know, in hindsight, giving these 4 giant saw blades probably wasn't the wisest decision, so as long as they don't hurt anyone, I'd consider that a win. And sure enough, everyone gets a point for this one. Oh no, this is not going to end well. Hey, Mashley's doing her job over there. I don't know what the rest of you are doing though. Luckily, everyone seems to have made it out of there alive somehow. Oh, wait. I guess Mashley didn't. Anyways, this one is a tie. Oh, okay, phew, Mashley's back. But unfortunately, this one is also a tie because everyone is too stubborn to choose any of the other cards. All right, I'm not seeing a whole lot of teamwork from you guys. It looks more to me like you're trying to shoot each other with giant cannons, which means we've got another tie. Maybe they'll be more in sync with 2-axis taxi. Okay, well, all 4 of them are actually kind of on the same page here, cornering and assaulting this brick wall, but believe it or not, that is not the objective of this game. So most of these 2v2 games have been ties, but surely there'll be a winner in this one. I mean, come on, look at how much thought and strategy they're all putting into this. At first, it was looking like Mashroom and MASHED were gonna win comfortably, but Mashu and Mashley eventually realized that the goal of the game was not to blow yourself up over and over. Okay, so for the 1v3 games, we're gonna be running each of them 4 times to give everyone a chance at being the solo. If they win as the 1, then they'll get a point. But if they're not able to, let's say, hit all of their cousins with a giant bullet bill like Mashroom here, then they don't get a point. With that in mind, turns out most of these 1v3 games are heavily skewed one way or the other. None of them are very good at hiding or operating cranes, and apparently 3 people fighting over which cookie shape to use is actually more efficient than 1 person trying to fit a square cookie into a mushroom-shaped hole. On the other hand, every time the solo is in control of some kind of violent mechanism, it seems to go pretty well for them. I don't know what that says about Mashroom and his cousins, but they seem to be naturals at taking people out with UFOs, giant boxing robots, and spiky rolling wheels. And despite Mashroom trying his best to get in there, everyone managed to avoid being captured by this big pool cage. So that leaves us with 2 1v3 games with mixed results. Squeaky Shakedown is a coin minigame, so whoever can mug each other the best with a hammer will win this one. With how big of an area this is, realistically, the solos shouldn't be getting any coins, but for some reason, Mashu felt like getting his face smashed in by Mashley, so that pretty much handed her the victory. And that, of course, brings us to the most anticipated monkey snowball fight of the century. Now, I know it may look like everyone's just throwing snowballs in random directions while the monkeys do all the work, but trust me, they're just warming up. See, Mashy was just waiting for the perfect moment to hit Mashed, who unfortunately is the only solo to lose this one. All right, over to the Kaboom Squad games now. These are 8-player mini games, so these will come down to who can be the best team player, which definitely won't be Mashu in this one. Looks like Mashley is doing the best job, supporting her teammates over there. One nice thing about having a giant head is that it makes you really good at volleyball. They don't really have any more brain cells to lose at this point, so it's honestly a pretty good strat. This one goes to Mashed. Mashroom and his cousins are out here looking like shaky Wiimote cursors, but Mashed is actually able to hit one of the targets, which, of course, carries her team to victory. Maybe Mashed is just a little more extroverted than her cousins, or maybe she just knows not to focus on practicing squats when there's a bunch of bombs coming towards you. So believe it or not, you guys, this game is not about who can press the big red button the fastest. I think someone forgot to provide step stools for Mashu and Mashley, and apparently that had an impact on their performance. Okay, this is starting to feel a little rigged. Mashley's barely even in the frame over there. I don't know who's in charge of the step stools, but they must be Mashroom and Mashette fans. If you're ever in a situation where all of your pipes are leaking, then the best thing you can do is run around and panic. I guess Mashroom didn't panic hard enough though, because everyone else tied for first. You know, in a game called Trading Cards, you would think that actually trading the cards would be the best strategy, but Mashroom is out here proving that sometimes you just gotta stick to your guns and stand pat. Now, I admit I'm not a puzzle expert, but I'm pretty sure whatever you guys are doing here is not how you solve a puzzle. But I guess it was good enough for everyone, except Mashley. All right, let's see how good everyone is at tandem land skiing. Mashroom's giving it a decent try. Same for Mashed. Not sure what's going on with Mashu. And Mashley is phasing in and out of existence. Okay, this one's a tie. With that, let's move on to the Koopathlon minigames, starting with a Mashroom family favorite pastime. Now, these ones are all single player games, so I'm also gonna run these 4 times each, and whoever ends up with the best score gets a point. Mashette, I don't think any moles are coming out of that one. Looks like Mashu's gonna take this one. I love the enthusiasm and the speed here, but we are serving way too much raw dough to our customers. At least some of Mashette's customers won't have too much food poisoning. All right, so for this one, you'll need to collect coins and dodge the spiky poles. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot of either right now. Oh, all right, at least Mashroom is dodging the poles over there. But in terms of collecting coins, Mashette is gonna be earning another W here. And with that, she's actually taken the overall lead. Mashu and Mashley are gonna need to step it up if they want a chance to win it all. Luckily, Mashley is apparently a professional demolitionist, absolutely destroying her cousins in Brick Breaker. And while I wouldn't necessarily call this good driving, it is still good enough to win lane change as well. But don't count Mashu out just yet either, because he's really good at poking plushies and blasting himself out of cannons. But now we can finally see who's the best at coin block Tetris. Why are you guys all shaking so much? It's not like you're defusing bombs over here. Oh, wait. Okay, so that one was a tie, and this one is also looking very much like a tie. I think they're all just having a nice time hanging out with these penguins. Oh, wait a second. Mashley makes it through the door. She can actually win this. Ah, man, so close. On to the Bowser minigames, where whoever survives the longest will get a point. So I want to see everyone on their A game for these. Okay, so while you guys do have the right idea for this one, you do need to jump a little higher. Mashley takes this one with her start slightly further away from the fireball strat. Now it's worth noting that only the top 2 will be moving on to the final 1v1 duel minigames, so these last few minigames will be extra important. Okay, bye MASHED. I don't think they know what they're supposed to be doing in this one, but I do like how confident they always are in their choices at least. And that's another win for Mashley. I can't believe how close this has been all the way throughout. Oh, there goes MASHED again. Mashu will have to win this one though if he wants to stay in the running, but Mashroom and Mashley are both putting up some respectable times here. Luckily for Mashu though, he is absolutely cracked at this game. Oh, yeah! So despite not winning any of the other Bowser games, MASHED has somehow clinched her place in the finals, meaning this final game will determine who will advance to face her in the 1v1 duels. All right, Mashley and Mashu both go down with 27 seconds on the clock. Let's see if Mashroom can keep his composure for longer here. And it's like he didn't even panic at all. Oh, yeah! All right, we've got Mashroom versus MASHED. 4 duel games to determine who is the best mashing bot. Here we go. 3 duel games to determine who is the best mashing bot. Let's do this. Okay, it appears that they are very evenly matched. This could honestly go to either one of them. It's all gonna come down to the last few seconds. And ooh, that is really close, but I think that's a win for MASHED. Which means Mashroom will have to win at bowling here to stay alive. Mashroom going right down the middle, MASHED starting slightly to the left. So whoever knocks down the most pins here gets the point. Let's see it. Oh, that's looking good for Mashroom. Wait a second, that pin is refusing to go down. It's fighting for its life to stay up right now. Okay, Mashroom barely takes it. Oh, yeah! So that means it's all gonna come down to one final game of Slappy Go Round. Let me know in the comments who you were rooting for, and here we go. Mashroom strikes first, but MASHED is fighting right back. They're just trading blows right now. Okay, I'm noticing a pattern here. Since Mashroom got the first hit, that means he's gonna be our champion. Whoa! The ultimate mashing bot champion is MASHED.